Oh yeah, Beato's back and I'm agreeing with him again. What's happening? A cat's gonna start barking and dogs are gonna start meowing. But Rick has hit the nail on the head this time, because this actually applies to me as well as many other YouTubers. Yet today we are going to be looking at YouTube's messed up copyright mess up thing that they keep copyright claiming videos. And although it's not YouTube's fault, it is actually the record labels' fault. YouTube enforces it, and the way the whole system is set up, we're just all designed to fail. Let's do this. Okay, so recently another channel called Professor of Rock is the dude with the glasses and the hat, and I mean, I'm so jealous of that dude. I mean, some of the artists that he has had the privilege to interview over the years has been amazing. If you've never seen the Professor of Rock, if I remember, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Go and check him out. The dude knows his stuff. But yeah, he got very disheartened about copyright claims and stuff like that. And I have had the unfortunate luck to fall foul of it myself recently. When I started changing the channel up a bit again, I wanted to react to music and look at different bands and stuff like that. Do you know what? It just is not worth it. Why? Because if I use more than 3 seconds of a song, the record company gets all the money from my YouTube videos. And look, I mean, I don't do this for a living, you know, but it does cost a little bit of money to keep this going, you know, to do all this. So, you know, every little bit helps. So when a massive, I mean, the most recent one was I did about some guy making a hash of the national anthem. And then at the end of the video, I played a YouTube video of Metallica playing the American national anthem, basically saying, look, this is how it should be done. You know, if you're going to play the national anthem on a guitar, then this is how you do it. And I got copyright claimed by Metallica's record company. So whoever you guys are. And I challenged it and said that, you know, it's fair use. I reacted to it. No, we're having all the money from your video. So now I'm not going to listen to Metallica anymore. I don't like Metallica. I'm done. Me and Metallica are finished. And the record company, whoever works at Metallica's record company, I hope you get explosive diarrhea. There you go. So anyway, this has become a massive thing, because a lot of YouTube channels are like, you know, a lot of these guys, they do it for a living. And, you know, when it gets to the point where the record companies are just taking all the money off the YouTubers, then, you know, it's just not doing it. And the thing is, it's fair use. So let's have a look and see what old Rick says.
Over the course of my channel, I've made some videos, actually a bunch of videos related to YouTube content ID claims and record labels, not only claiming videos, but blocking them. You guys know that I play a lot of music in my videos. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you might know some of these titles of my videos. I got my first copyright strike. I'm pissed. I finally claimed fair use on a video and was rejected. Music industry scammed to rip off YouTubers. My video was demonetized by 16 record labels. I confronted the people that blocked my video. And then that led to me testifying on a hearing related to fair use back in 2020. Over the last...
You see, the thing is, I mean... Rick's got 5 million subscribers, right? I mean, Rick makes a lot of money from the YouTube, and quite rightly so. He's informed. You know, I know Rick's not everybody's cup of tea, but you know, this is probably Rick's main source of income. And the thing is, I mean, he is using it for fair use. It's not like he's one of these crappy knobhead Twitch streamers who just sits there, plays the song, and sits there listening to it. And you know, if Rick's playing the song. And the thing is, the amount of people that, you know, new people that Rick is introducing, you know, this music to and creating new fans, it just keeps getting shot. I can understand why Rick's angry. I mean, I'm angry about my national anthem thing. I don't like Metallica anymore.
Last few days, there have been a couple videos by channels I watch. Professor of Rock, Adam Reeder, released a video that was called, it was a live stream actually, It was called Going to Keep Fighting, But What Should I Do? And it was related to his copyright claims that he's gotten. And then Justin Hawkins made a video talking about Professor of Rock's video and how difficult it is for him with his videos, Justin Hawkins. And they're both talking about playing only 5 seconds of a song. And I did a show with Anthony Fantano back at the end of April up in Rochester. And Anthony and I talked all about this. So I wrote to Adam from Professor of Rock.
I mean, it is a really, really, really bad situation. And I know that Adam from... the Professor, I know he got really, really, really down about it. Again, I mean, he if you haven't seen his channel, basically, he'll talk about the particular song in the 70s or 80s, and he'll give you the full background on it and tell you about the band and where where they recorded it and how they got the idea for the song and everything. And I mean, I've got a pretty encyclopedic knowledge of music. I mean, I consider myself to be quite a music nerd, but for a lot of people who watch these channels, this is their their first introduction to a lot of these bands. And if anything, they're doing the bands a favor, and the greedy record companies are just like, no, we'll take all the money. God, I bet they don't have any friends.
Rock, and I talked to him yesterday, and I told him what I've done. Now, for years, I didn't do anything about these content ID claims. Anytime I got one, whoever made them made all the money from my videos. And this is hundreds and hundreds of videos. Some videos would get 20 copyright claims on them, content ID claims, meaning if I did a top 20 countdown, I get 20 content ID claims, and the 20 labels would split the money of my video, so I'd make no money on them. And then I ran into another YouTuber who's a lawyer who told me that all the content I make is fair use and offered to help me. Now, I pay him every month, and I've been doing that since last November or so. And he has fought every content ID claim since the beginning of my channel.
Now this, I mean, that's all well and good. I mean, look at the views Rick gets. I mean, what's this video had? 618,000 views, and I mean, people will be spending big money to advertise on Rick's videos, and that's fair enough. He gets, he's got a really, really good solid core of an audience, and Rick can afford to have a lawyer on permanent retainer that's going to fight his copyright claims. Well, what about the small YouTubers? And I mean, Adam from Professor of Rock, I'm sure it's Adam. If I'm saying that wrong, please forgive me. I'm quite cross now. He can, the views he gets and all the rest of it. He can probably afford it. But I mean, most YouTubers can't afford to. I'd love to react to more music. I really, really would. I'd love to play more guitar stuff and say, wow, this is amazing. This guy's doing this and he's using this. I'd love to do that. But I can't, because the minute I play more than 3 seconds of a clip of music, I lose any revenue from my thing. It's a really, really, really unfair system. Now, Rick goes on to explain that YouTube have had to do things this way, for the record companies to allow them to, have YouTube channels to play music. Otherwise, YouTube wouldn't allow any creator to use music in their videos. So, YouTube, they've got their hands tied on this, and this is the way they've got to do it. But yeah, look, I'll leave a link to Rick's video down in the description. You can go and check that out. I'll also leave one for Justin Hawkins and the Professor of Rock, so you can go and check their channels out. Go and support those guys. And I don't know, if you see somebody getting copyright claimed or somebody, try and support your smaller YouTubers, be it with membership or a super chat or something like that, or buy some merch. It really does help out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace out.